Good morning, Sec2. I just wanted to re-explain your essay because that's what you're going to be working on today, and it'll be due when we get back from the break on the Monday. Okay? So on the Monday that we're back from break, we are going to also be reviewing the last Outsiders questions from the last chapters that we've read, and you guys are going to have a test that week on the Outsiders, so final test. So for the essay, it's going to be due the Monday that we're back from break. I will give you guys some time in class just to finalize and to review some of your essays with you, what's been done, and then you guys will be able to submit that period. So it'll be like an editing/finalizing period, and then you'll be able to get those essays in. So I just wanted to quickly review the essay because that's what you're working on today. Some of you have already started, but for those of you who haven't started, this will be a good refresher. So first of all, the essay question that you will be answering in your introductory paragraph, which will be your thesis statement, so your main argument, is, did the movie version of The Outsider stay true to the book? So in order to answer this question, don't answer yes it did or no it didn't. You have to rewrite it in a statement, okay? So did the movie version of The Outsider stay true to the book? So you would answer this question, you'll need to compare and contrast the book and the movie by describing 3 ways that they're similar and 3 ways that they're different. Okay, so in your introduction, you will state, the movie version of The Outsiders stays true to the book, and you'll answer because maybe maybe the events in the film were the same as the events in the book, or if they weren't the same, if they were different from one another, you'll explain. So for this essay, you will compare and contrast the novel to the movie adaptation of The Outsiders. Essays must be a minimum of 300 words. They will for sure exceed this because it's a 4-paragraph essay. So a compare and contrast essay describes how things are similar and how they're different. So the elements that you're comparing and contrasting should be important to the story and not your own personal opinion about it. For example, if you thought that Dali would be a lot tougher than he was in the movie version, that's not a good contrast because it's your opinion. So the director of the movie probably thought that the actor who played Dali and, the acting that he did was a good job in creating like a real version of Dali. So some similarities and differences to look for are the setting. Was the setting the same? Was it different? Characters. Did the movie change how the characters are described in the book? Or did they stay true to the novel? Was the development of a character different or the same in the movie version? So the development of the character from beginning, middle to end. Plot events, how did they unravel similarly? How were they different? And the resolution, was the ending of the movie different from the ending of the book? Or was it the same, and why? So the important thing here is not to just list things that were different and similar, but to explain why you think the director changed them or kept them the same. Okay, so that's the most important part of the essay here. It's not to create a grocery list of similarities and differences. Alright, so the structure of the essay, paragraph 1. Introduce what you are comparing and contrasting. This is your introduction paragraph. Did the movie version of The Outsider stay true to the book? So again, you're answering that question in a statement. So that's your thesis, and that's what you will be explaining throughout your 2-body paragraphs. Paragraph 2, compare. So you're going to write 3 ways that the book and movie are similar to one another. For each similarity, identify why you think the director stayed true to the novel. So for each thing that you list, again, don't just create a grocery list of the similarities. You have to explain why they stayed the same. Why was it important for the director to keep these things the same? Okay? Paragraph 3, contrast. Write 3 ways that the book and movie are different. And again, for each difference, identify why you believe the director would change that element of the storyline. Okay, so why would a director change certain things about the book to fit it into a movie or to create a movie? And then your conclusion. Write out a final statement about your essay. You can summarize also what you have just said, and you have to restate your thesis. Did the movie stay true to the book? All right. Some vocabulary words to use when comparing and contrasting. So some words you should be using to compare are similar to, alike, similarly, both. So for example, similar to the novel, the movie, and then you continue your sentence. Or both the novel and the movie presented this, etc., etc. Contrast. You can use different from, unlike, in contrast, however. These are all words that you should be using in your essay to show a comparison and a contrast. Okay? So you're working on this today. If you have any questions, please email me or send me a message on the chat. I am available to help. And let's have a good class, and I hope